How does social pressure lead to conformity? Imagine walking into a room where everyone is wearing a certain style of clothing or sharing a particular opinion. You might feel a pull to match what everyone else is doing. That's social pressure at work. It influences how people act, think, and feel within groups. When we talk about group behavior and interaction, understanding this pressure helps explain why people often go along with the crowd. Social pressure comes from the expectations of others. Sometimes it's obvious, like being told directly to do something. Other times it's more subtle, like noticing what most people are doing and feeling you should do the same. This invisible influence can be powerful because humans are social creatures who want to belong. We naturally want to fit in and avoid standing out or being rejected. One way social pressure causes conformity is through what's called normative influence. This happens when people change their behavior to gain approval or avoid criticism. For example, someone might agree with a group's opinion even if they disagree privately. They do this to stay accepted and keep the peace. Often, this kind of conformity is visible because people act differently in public than they might privately believe. Another way is through informational influence. This occurs when people believe the group has better information or knows what's right. In certain situations, individuals look to others for guidance. If most people are doing something a certain way, others might assume that's the correct way and follow suit. This can lead to both public and private acceptance of the group's views, especially when the situation is confusing or unfamiliar. Group norms also play a role. These are shared and written rules about how to behave. For example, in a workplace, there might be norms about punctuality or dress code. When someone feels pressure to follow these norms, they often conform, even if it means changing their personal preferences. This helps maintain harmony within the group but can also suppress individual differences. The strength of social pressure depends on several factors. If everyone in a group agrees, people are more likely to conform. When even one person disagrees, conformity tends to decrease. Also, if a task is difficult or unclear, people are more prone to follow the group's lead. This is because they trust the group's judgment more when they're unsure. In everyday life, social pressure influences many choices. Employees might adopt the company culture to fit in or advance their careers. Friends might conform to social trends on social media to stay connected. These behaviors show how powerful social pressure can be in shaping group interaction and individual actions. So, social pressure leads to conformity because it taps into our natural desire to belong and be accepted. It guides how we interact within groups and helps keep shared norms alive. This process is a key part of how societies function and how group identities are formed and maintained.